Hello everyone. So today we are going to start with a demo on cybersecurity expert course. We'll be covering what we are going to give you in this course, as well as we'll go with the introduction of some ethical hacking and cybersecurity, and then we'll talk about what we are going to cover in this cybersecurity expert course, so that you will get a clear picture that what we are giving for you. Okay. First, let me introduce myself. So my name is Chinthakindi Vishwanath. I'm a certified ethical hacker and cybersecurity trainer from past 10 years in this field. Let us talk about a Nexson IT Solutions here. So Nexson IT Solutions is an institute which is there in Hyderabad. So we are going to provide you all the courses which is related to DevOps, AWS, ethical hacking, cyber security courses which we are going to provide you. If you want more information about this Nexson IT Solutions, you can go to the reviews and you can check on Google, so that you will get an idea on that, like how much we are providing, what how much services we are providing. So this is about an Nexson IT solutions. And now we'll talk about the course. Right now we are into this particular demo. Okay, so the course we are providing is cyber security expert. So what is a cyber security expert? What we are going to cover in this, right? So you are telling that, okay, cyber security expert, you will become a cyber security expert. So in which area we are going to be an expert, right? So here in this cybersecurity expert course, we are going to cover you three courses. One is cybersecurity, another one is ethical hacking, that is CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker version 11. Right now, whatever the updated version which is available from EC Council, we are going to provide you that, as well as a bug bounty. Okay, so we call this bug bounty as a web penetration testing also. Okay, web penetration testing, and another name is a bug bounty. So why we call this as a bug bounty? Why we not web penetration testing? Right? So yes, you can call this as a web penetration testing also, as well as bug bounty also. Why we are talking about bug bounty? Because you can earn money as a freelancer with this bug bounty. So when you find a bug, when you report it to a particular company, they will give you some bounties, nothing but a rewards. So that's why we named it as a bug bounty. Okay, we'll be talking about all those things, like what we are going to cover in individual module. Okay, first we'll start with the cyber security, what we are going to cover, and then we'll go into ethical hacking, and then we'll go into bug bounty. Okay, and meanwhile we'll be talking about introduction of ethical hacking also, that will be covered already, so we'll be covering that. So first, cyber security course. Cyber security course. So what is a cyber security? First of all, right, what is a cyber security? Cyber security is a program that will teach you how to protect your computers, operating systems, networks, and data from attacks. Which attacks? It is in a cyber attacks, right? So cyber attacks. So in this, you will be learning how to monitor your systems, how to mitigate that particular threats and attacks when they happen in your network or in your computer. Okay. See, right now we all are connected to internet. So almost 24/7, 365 days, we are connecting to internet, either might be using a mobile phone or your laptops or whatever it might be, right? So you are connecting to your internet. You are connecting to internet. So here there is a threat, right? There is a threat where many hackers are in online, and they can target your devices, they can target your data, they can target your social media platforms. So many things are going to be happen. I think we are seeing many news also, right? So this is going to be happen. What was a recent news like yesterday? Have you heard about this recent news? And yesterday, almost at 286 Indian websites was hacked by hackers. It's a cyber war which is going on right now in India. Okay, so 286 websites was hacked, and they have renamed, they have changed the content of a website. That was a new thing which was yesterday, it was displayed in news. Okay, so you should be aware about these things. So why they are hacking? Because there is a vulnerabilities, there is a loopholes in that websites. Hackers are finding, and they are targeting websites, and they are changing the content, right? So this is going to be happen. So in this, we are going to teach you how to protect those type of attacks, first of all. Okay, so if you want to protect yourself, what you require, you should have a knowledge. So which knowledge? That is a ethical hacking and cyber security knowledges. Okay, so now what we are going to cover in this course, now we'll start with the fundamentals. because fundamentals, the base is very, very important. Okay, so we'll start with the fundamental, that is cybersecurity fundamentals, and then we'll talk about incident managements, we'll talk about risk assessment. Okay, what is in a risk assessment, like how much what you are going to do in this risk assessment, we'll talk about that. Then incident management, like SIEM tool and SOC tool, so just we are giving a brief about that particular things. And then we'll talk about setting of virtual machines, like a lab setup where you can practice. So that I'm going to show you on ethical hacking, no worries about that. Okay, so that is a thing. And next one is social engineering attacks. This is very, very important because everyone is having social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, many things, right? Gmail. So social engineering attacks, how it is going to be happen in our real time, I'm going to show you that also. Okay, and along with that, some case studies. Just now I've explained you about this case study, like how these many websites was hacked, right? So in the same way, many attacks are going on in our digital world, so you should be aware about those things. So I'm going to talk about some case studies, how it was happened. Okay, recently, or 2 months back, 2 months back, or 1.5 2 months back, one of the person from Vijayawada, from Telugu guy, uh, name called Dinesh, he hacked into payment gateway PayU, and he stolen almost 56 lakhs. 56 lakhs was hacked. Okay, he has transferred to his account, right? That was a thing. And we'll talk about those type of case studies, like how it is going to be happen, where the mistake was done. Okay, what was the company's mistake was done. So we'll be talking about all those case studies. It will be very, very useful for you, because when you go for interviews, first they will check your general knowledge, how much awareness you are having, whether what going on around your around you. Okay, about the cyber security. So we'll be talking about all those things. Next one is why cyber security is important for us. Then what is a CIA trade? CIA trade is nothing but your job role is to protect the information. Information might be anything, right? So your job role is to protect the information. So here we are going to apply this formula, that is CIA trade. Okay. So we'll talk about that in next slides. Okay. I will give you a brief introduction about that. And once we're done with that, when we go to course, so I'm going to give you a clear picture about that. No worries. Okay. The next one is how you can choose your cyber security as a career. And apart from this, whatever I'm going to show you this course content, apart from this, there are so many things are available, like cyber forensic. I'm going to talk about cyber forensic. And apart from that, we'll talk about security compliance. Okay, security compliance and security auditing. So many things are available. So I'm going to show you some things over here, because the page is only one page we have designed. Okay, so but there are so much material is available where you can go for this. Okay, cyber security in this. So now I'm going to show you about some famous hacking events also, where you can go and attend that events physically as well as virtually also. No worries, so that you will get more idea on this. Okay, so what is an CIA trade now? What is a CIA trade? Our job role is to protect the information, right? Information might be anything. Information might be anything. So your job role is to protect the information. So information security is important. To secure the information, you require this formula. That is CIA. C means confidentiality. I means integrity. A means availability. We all know about confidentiality, right? It's a general terminology. What we know about this confidentiality is nothing but maintaining secret, right? So for example, think a scenario. Okay, just assume a scenario that you are working in a company and you got a project from a client, right? You got a project from a client. So its client is a very confidential, like a financial client. Financial client is nothing but like a banking sector or some other sector. Okay, so they need an application. So they will explain you about all the financial things, what they required, what the project should contain. Okay, how the project should be there. So they will give you all the information, right? So that should be very, very confidential. There might be chances where their sensitive information might leak, right? If you don't maintain a confidentiality. So that might leads to attack. So confidentiality is very important here. Okay, that is the first thing. Second one is integrity. What is an integrity? Integrity is nothing but changing of data without permission. Okay, so integrity, only authorized people should have access to that particular data. Otherwise, if you give given access to anyone, so anyone can change any data. All right, there is a possibility. So You should never give permission for unauthorized people. Only authorized people should have an access to change the data. And even if you want to change the data, you should take a permission from owner. Owner is nothing but a client, right? That is called integrity. Okay. And next one is availability. What is an availability? The name only tells you available. So whatever you are doing, whatever the project status, whatever the application you are doing, that should be available for 24/7, 365 days for available people, like only for authorized people. Authorized people. For example, here we have seen there is a Narendra is there, and Satya is there, Srikanth is there. For example, these three people are working in an organization. They're working in a project. Okay, so those are authorized people. Okay, well and good. Those are authorized people. But apart from that, Vishwanath, me, I'm unauthorized people, right? I should don't have access. But if I try to log in into that application, if I try to access that application, if it is giving, if it is giving that permissions, then what is the security? Nothing. I can log in, I can do whatever I want. Right? There's a possibility. So availability should be only for authorized people. Remember that. So this combination, with a combination of these three, your information might be, you'll be having security for that. Okay. And next, what are the cyber security certifications? Sir, okay, you are talking about cyber security and everything. So when I go to interviews, when I see job profile, they are asking some certifications, right? So what we are going to cover in this certification? So we are going to cover CEH. In this course, cybersecurity expert course, we'll be covering CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker course, where you can, once you're done with this course, you can go and you can opt for the certifications also. Okay, so we will help you on that, no worries. Okay, certification part, it's a secondary part, but you should have a knowledge. Okay, remember, my way of teaching should is like this, like you should have a knowledge. First of all, certification is not a big deal, we can get it, no worries. But education, like what knowledge you are having, that should be very important. So we are going to give you a knowledge, and we are going to help you on a certification also. Okay, CEH is one of the topmost certificate in the cyber security. Apart from that, you will be having so many certifications like CHFI, that is forensic investigation, and ECSA, so certified security analyst, OSCP, CISSP. All these are the other certifications which are advanced level certification. So when we are going to do these certifications, like once you join into your company, and if company demands that you need an ECSA certificate, then you can opt for this ECSA certificate. But when you want to enter into organization, first they look for CEH. Without CEH, you cannot go for others. Okay, so it's a baseline step. Okay, without CEH, you cannot go for ECSA. So that is a thing. So that's why you should more concentrate on CEH, because why we are going to talk about CEH, we are going to cover all the topics like web penetration testing, network penetration testing, mobile penetration testing, okay, malware analysis, okay, and cryptography, stenographers, many things are available in CEH. So we'll be talking about all those things. Okay, that's why you will be getting a clear picture. And you, once you clear the CH, you can go over the ECSA. It's very easy for you. Easy ECSA, CHFI, everything is baseline with the CH only. Okay. Then, so what is the jobs we can require? Like, is there any scope in future? What is the salary we can expect? Right. So that is a main thing. Like, everyone is here for career, right? Career. And some people are here for passion to learn. Some people are here to, once they learn, they want to start their new company, startup. Yes, you can start up a new company with this also, with this knowledge also. There's a possibility, right? So when you talk about jobs, okay, first we'll talk about jobs. So jobs, there is so many jobs are available. Okay, some millions of jobs are going to be coming in next 1-2 years. Because see, when you see the graph from last 10 years, so there is no much awareness about cyber security in last 10 years. Okay, in 2010, 2011, at that time, okay, when I was in education field, there is no much awareness of, at that particular time. But right now, everyone is looking for cyber security expert. Okay, cybersecurity expert, because their companies, their data is in threat. There is a threat for them. Okay, even if it's a startup company is also having a threat. So that's why they want to protect their company's data as well as clients' data, because companies will be having clients' data, right? So hackers are targeting those. Hackers are targeting those. So to protect from those type of attacks, what they require our support. Our support. Okay, without our support, that whatever it might be, a company, $100 billion company also, if there is no security, what happens? Waste, because the clients won't give you a project for them, because there is no security for your company. What you are going to give it for me, right? They will ask you the same question. See, your company website is hacked, your data is hacked. If I give you my project for you, what happens? My project will be get hacked, right? My data is going to be hacked, right? So bad reputation sometimes, right? Bad reputation. That's why even startup companies are also recruiting cybersecurity experts. Remember that. Okay, so this is very, very important. And so what is the salary we can expect now? Okay, now you told me that, okay, jobs are very enough jobs for us. Okay, now what is the salary you can expect? Minimum of 4 lakhs package for freshers. Remember, for freshers, minimum of 4 lakhs package you can expect. But star marks applies here based on your skills. Remember, based on your skills. See, sir, I don't have any skills, only I have a certification. Can I get a 4 lakhs job? No, no, that is not possible. So you should have a knowledge first of all. That's what we are giving. That's what we are giving in this course. Okay, so once you get a knowledge, you can expect 4 lakhs package, minimum base package, and maximum nothing. You cannot tell you like it's a unlimited. Okay, so that is a thing. So only job which is cybersecurity. Can we do anything extra more? Yes, you can do extra, right? You can go for bug bounty, you can earn money with finding a bugs, you can report and you can find the bugs. Okay, do you know how much uh, bounties, how much rewards they are giving? Okay, so Google, if you find a critical bug in a Google, they will give you $35. What? $35? What does it mean? Like when you convert it into Indian rupees, it will be around 21 lakhs for one bug. So lifetime settlement, right? So that's right. So 21 lakhs it is going to give you if it is a critical one. Okay, sir, I don't find those type of bugs because I'm a fresher. Chalo, no worries. So if you find a small bug, okay, small bug, so medium level bug, like in Uber, Swiggy, Ola, some other thing. Okay, so they will give you around minimum $100 to $500 in between of that. Even if it is a $500 for one bag, how much you are going to get? $100, that is a 7,500 rupees for one bag, right? So in one shot, right? So this is a earning. This is a passive income where you can generate with this course. Passive income. So you should be having a passive income also. Whatever you are learning, you should give you that should give you a job as well as passive income. That's what we are giving here. Okay, so that is very important. Next one. So here is a risk assessment. What we are going to do, when you go to your job profile, you are going to do the same thing. That is risk assessment. We call this as. Okay, so here what we are going to do, sir, in risk assessment means nothing but, see, you got a project, you tested. Okay, as a security module, you are testing everything and you got a report that, hey, this application is vulnerable, this can be hackable, right? This can be hackable. Now you have to tell that this much risk is available for your application. So what are the loopholes you are having? So out of 5, you are going to give rating for your movies, right? Out of 5, 2.5, 3.5, the same thing happens here. You are going to give your rating for that risk assessment. We are going to tell you how much risk is available for this application, how to reduce this risk. Okay, how to reduce this risk, what needs to be implemented from this risk. Okay, so we are going to talk about that risk assessment. Okay, so that is a job of ours when you go to your corporate world. Okay, next one. So this is a cyber security, whatever we have discussed, right? This is we are going to cover. Now we'll talk about ethical hacking. Okay, so ethical hacking course. So can anyone tell me that? Okay, I want to hear from your end, guys. Okay, so when you hear a word called hacking, what comes into your mind? What comes into your mind? Anyone? When you hear a word called hacking, what comes into your mind? Tell me anything. What you think?
Yes, the
Sorry?
people when we, yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, Satya.
The people, yeah, when you're saying taking a hacking course or some kind of ethical hacking, they are assuming some kind of negatively. So
Ah,
hacking is kind of, so
okay.
it means we accessing the systems without kind of authorization. Right.
Mm, mm, mm. Yes, good, good. Okay. So others, do you want to answer? What comes into your mind when you hear a word called hacking? What your mind says? What your mind says? Anyone? Narendra, Narsimha.
Kind of protecting operation.
Protecting. That is a positive word which I got it from you first of all, first time. Okay, that's good. Okay. So see, I will tell you this. I will tell you, like most of the people think that hacking is an illegal activity, right? Because the media is projecting like that. The media, whatever you see in media, they are projecting hacking is an illegal activity actually, right? But no, hacking is not an illegal activity. It's purely depending upon the person. Depending upon the person, they use these techniques, right? So that is nothing but a, oh, 1 second. Yeah, here. So here we are not talking about hacking. We are talking about ethical hacking. What does it mean? The difference? Sir, I find only the one difference, that is ethical. The word ethical, right? Hacking and ethical hacking. What is the difference? Ethical. Yes, that was a correct one, ethical. But what is an ethical meaning? Yes, ethical means English terminology. We know about this ethical. You should be ethic. You should have some ethics. Means you should have some set of rules, protocols to do this particular hacking. That we call it as ethical hacking. Means authorized practice. Hacking is unauthorized practice. Ethical hacking is a authorized practice, but the same thing we are going to do with permission. Simple. Okay, so it is an authorized practice of bypassing system securities to identify the data breaches, threats in your network. Okay, so once you find these particular threats or vulnerabilities, loopholes, okay, loopholes, weaknesses, then what you are going to do? We have some ethics, right? We should never misuse that. We have some ethics, so we are going to report it. We are going to report to the concerned department that, hey, you developed this application, okay, well and good, that was fine, but there is a possibility where hacker can also enter without any permission. There is a possibility. See, if you want a proof, okay, I will provide you that, no worries. Chalo, this is a proof. Okay, this is a proof. I'm going to write in a report along with the screenshots, and I will submit that to a developer, so developer will look into that and fix it. So that is a job of ethical hacker. Okay, we are going to identify the vulnerabilities. Testing. What testing? It's not a functionality testing. I think testing means many people think that Selenium, manual, all other things, right? That comes under functionality testing, but not. We are not going to do any functionality testing. We are going to do security testing. Remember, okay? So this ethical hacking is an authorized practice to bypass the system security to identify the potential breaches, data breaches, as well as threats in our network, and we are going to do inform that to a concerned department. Okay, that was a legal thing. Whatever we are doing, that is a legal thing. Okay, now who is an ethical hacker now? Okay, ethical hacker, sir. We are the ethical hackers. Yes, you are the ethical hackers because you are in this course right now and you are learning, and you will become an ethical hackers because you are going to protect that network, right? Protect that network. Means a security person, okay, cyber security expert who attacks a security system on behalf of owner and seeking for the vulnerabilities, and we are going to report it. So that is the thing, right? So why we are testing on behalf of owner? Another question arises here. When you go for interviews, they may ask you the same thing. Oh, okay, you are telling that you are going to test my network on behalf of me, on behalf of me. Then why should I hire you? Why can't I test my own network? See, for example, take a simple example. They developed an application. Okay, they developed an application. So they have a developers, they have a testers, functionality testers, they have a system administrators, they have a network administrators, they have a database administrator. Everyone is there. Then why should I hire you? They can do your job also, right? They can do your job also. Like, okay, for example, there is an application. So he developed everything from scratch to advanced level. He developed everything, web application. He know everything in and out. Then why should I hire you separately? I should give salary. Instead of that, I can ask him to test its own application. Then why should I hire you? The one question they can ask you. Why should I hire you? Any answers from your end? Any answers? Why should I hire you instead of developer? Developer knows everything. He developed, he know in and out, right? Then why should I hire you and ask you to test that application? Any answers? Anyone? Guys, it should be a two-way interaction. It's not like a something like one-way interaction. Okay.
Because you have relevant experience.
Relevant experience. Good. Okay. Mm. Next. Okay. If I tell you that, okay, if a interviewer tells that, okay, I have a relevant, you have a relevant experience, right? So I will train my developer on this particular thing, and I ask him to do testing. Then at that time, what happens? At that time, what happens? Okay, I will train my developer on the cybersecurity. Then what happens? Any answers?
Uh, you know where the problem and all where it will come. That means you already you have experience and you know about where developer also miss their.
Okay. Okay. So yes, good answer. That was a good answer. Actually, I was expecting the same thing. But here, okay, good. So I will give you a simple scenario for you. Whatever you told, that was a simple scenario which I'm going to give it for you. See, we are all from educational background, right? We are all from educational background. When we are a students, what is our job role? What is our job role? Anyone? What is our job role as a students? As a students, anyone? You all are from educational background, right? Our students as a job role of ours is to study and to write the exams and to pass the exams. That is our job role. Yes, as a student. What is the job role of a teacher now? So the teacher job role is to teach the subject and to correct the papers. All right. That is a job role of a teacher. All right. Okay. So once you're done with that, like, okay, you have written your own exam. Okay. So if I think that if I am a teacher and you are a student, okay, you are a student and you have written your exam. Okay, well and good. And if I ask you to correct your own paper, what happens? Everyone will get 100 marks or 10 out of 10, right? Because everything looks good for you because you written the answers and everything looks good for you. And your mind says that, hey, this is your paper. Why should you find your flaws, right? Why you are going to degrade yourself, right? Everything looks good for you only. Okay, chalo, right? Take marks. Okay, 100, 10 out of 10, right? This is going to happen. If I ask you to exchange like a Narendra paper to Satya and Satya paper to Narendra, what happens? Then what your mind says, hey, this is not your paper, man. So just go and find the flaws. Chalo, bucks. Where you have done mistake, chalo, red mark, red mark, red mark, and you will decrease the marks, right? This is a human psychology. Okay, even if he knows the technology also, he cannot test his own network, he cannot test his own application because he cannot degrade himself, right? That's why we are going to test on behalf of owner. Here, who is the owner? Developer is the owner for website, right? So we are going to test them. So that is a job of a ethical hacker. Remember, okay? Now, how many types of hackers are there? Like, I think most of the people know about these types of hackers. Like when you search in Google, before coming into this course, you will be searching about the cyber security, ethical hacking, right? You will be getting this thing, types of hackers: white hat, black hat, and gray hat. So what is in a white hat? Positive people, ethical hackers. Till now, whatever we learned about that, positive people, ethical hackers, they will protect our data, right? So right now we are all white hat hackers. We are a good people, right? We are a good people, not bad people. So we are a good people. So that comes under white hat, ethical hackers. They will protect us from attacks. What is a black hat? Quite opposite. Same, the color is opposite, right? White and black. The same way the responsibilities, roles is also different. Okay, quite opposite. Bad people, negative people, we'll call them. They will destroy the information. Like whatever the media is projecting right now, those things we call them as a black hat hackers. Okay, and the next one, gray hat hackers. What is in a gray hat hackers? Mixed one. Depending upon the situation, they will act. Depending upon the situation, they will act whether it is a good or a bad. It's purely depending upon them. Okay, we cannot decide them. Okay, so right now, whatever you are learning, white, black, and gray, we defined theoretically based on their roles. Remember that. Okay, based on their roles, we defined for our understanding. But when you enter into your digital world, there is no white, there is no black, there is no gray. A hacker is a hacker. Simple, simple. Okay, you cannot judge a person. You cannot say, can you judge me whether I'm a white or a black or a gray? All right. So hacker is a hacker. Simple thing. Okay. So that is a real time actually. That is a real time. Okay. So these are the types of hackers and phases of ethical hacking. This is very, very, very important. To learn anything, there should be some process, right? There should be some process. right? See, so in the same way, hacking is also having some phases. Okay, there are 5 phases which you need to go through all these things. The first phase, you can see that there is an yellow color mark, that is footprinting, that we call this as a reconnaissance also. Another name for footprinting, we call it as a reconnaissance. So what is a footprinting, sir? I don't understand this name. Footprinting is nothing but information gathering about a target. Okay, we'll take a simple scenario and I will explain you about these things so that you will get a more clear, okay, clarity on this. See, you are working in an organization and you got a project that is, you have to test, you have to do application testing, that is xyz.com. Only they will give you a website name and they may ask you to do testing. So what happens now? You don't know anything about that website. So how you are going to test? It is not possible with only name, right? So you are going to research, you are going to find the answers. Okay, you are going to collect the information about that particular xyz.com. That is information gathering. The first phase, we call it as a information gathering about a particular website. What information we are going to gather? Oh, what is the domain name? What is the IP address? What is a server? If it is there is a server, what type of operating system they are using, what port numbers they are opened, what are the services they are running, and which technology they have used in a website, whether it's a ASP.NET, PHP, HTML, HTML5, okay, or a Node.js, okay. And apart from that, something like, do we have any SSL certificates or not? When it was created, when it is going to expire, when it is updated recently, how many times the IP address was changed, okay. So all these things will gather about the information about a particular target. So that we call it as a information gathering. So you are telling that information gathering, okay, we are going to get all these things. That how we are going to get it? Yes, no worries. I'm going to teach you everything on live. Okay, so live, when you go to classes, there is a separate module called footprinting. There I'm going to find it. I will show you how can you find all these information with only name. Only name. Even if I have, for example, see, there is a Narendra. Here it is. Okay, that Narendra Balineni. Okay, I want to hack his email ID. I know only his name. Is that more than enough? No, right? So I need to go research about Narendra. I need to collect the information about Narendra, and that might help for me. That might help for me. So I'm going to show you that information also with only name, how we are going to gather information about a particular target. Target might be anything. Okay. That is the first step. 80% of success rate will be based on footprinting only. Remember, as much as information you gather, that much of closer you can go to the attack. Okay, so that is a footprint. So next one is a scanning module. What is in a scanning? Okay, once you gather information, based on that information, you will be using some tools, automation tools, to identify the vulnerabilities of a particular application. Okay, so that is an automation task. Manual as well as automation. You can do both things in the second phase. Okay, so scanning will give you some information. What are the possible ways to hack? Oh, this is a vulnerability which is existed. This is another vulnerability which is existed in this XYZ. This is another vulnerability which is existed. Means possible ways to hack. Okay, so it will give you the report. That is a scanning module. Possible ways to hack. Okay, based on that report, then third module comes into picture, that is gaining access. To gain access, what you are going to do? You will do attacks, right? You will do attacks. So that is a gaining access, right? So launching of attacks, we call this as a third phase. Once attack was successful, okay, you will be gaining access. If attack was failure, then you are not going to get access. There are two ways, plus and minus. Sometimes it may success or sometimes it may not success. We cannot give you a guarantee that it will be success. Okay, report tells, tools tells that, okay, this is vulnerability. Oh, you cannot confirm it 100%. You should do testing manually and you have to confirm it. Okay, sometimes tool will give you some false positive information, false negative information. There is a possibility. So you need to confirm, check. That is gaining access, launching of attacks. Okay, done. Your attack was successful. Then fourth stage comes into picture, that is maintaining access. What it is, so once you enter into that website, what you're going to do? You will be in stealth mode, means hidden mode. No one knows that you are entered. And you will, if he is a malicious hacker, okay, if he is a malicious hacker, black hat hacker, what he's going to do? He will do destroy, he will do modifications of data. Okay, so all malicious things he's going to do. Okay, he will steal the money, all the thing, right? So from your ballots, bank accounts, your credit card, all this comes happens. So maintaining access is nothing but malicious things is going to be happen. Okay, and they will install some virus, trojans, spywares, and all other things in this. Okay, so maintaining access. Next one is the covering of tracks. Okay, once he's done with his work, what he's going to do, he has to leave that website, right? Okay, once my job is done, chalo, I will get out of that particular website. No use of xyz.com now because I am done with my work. So before leaving that, what they are going to do, they will clear all the evidences. Means they will delete all the log files. Your IP address will be recorded in your websites, right? The systems or a firewalls, whatever it might be, he will delete all the evidences of yours of that particular attack. So that is nothing but covering of tracks. We call this as a covering of tracks. So this is a 5 stages of ethical hacking. Okay, so right now I explained everything technically, right? So sometimes you may understand some topic you may not understand, I hope. Okay, so to get a more clear picture, I will explain you in a general terms, in our general terms, so that it can be very easy for you to understand. Okay, so just close your eyes and assume what I'm telling. Okay, just close your eyes and assume what I'm telling. See a website xyz.com, think that it's a home. Okay, a thief is nothing but a hacker. Okay, and antivirus, firewalls, nothing but a watchman, right? So these are the 3 things right now you are in mind. So what thief is going to do, the job of a thief is to steal the home, but he won't directly enter, right? First he will gather information about a home. Oh, how many people will be there in a home? Okay, when they're coming in, when they're going out, is there any CCTV cameras, is there any watchmen? So he will collect all the information, right? That is called footprinting, information gathering. Good. Okay, once he collects all the information, second phase comes into picture. That is, oh, okay, I got all the information. When is the flexible time to enter into home? To theft. Night timings, around midnight, 2 or 3 o'clock, right? If there is no one at home, like they went for a vacation, okay, that is a flexible time. There are only children are at home, there is another one. If there is no antivirus or fire, like there is no watchman, then there is another way. So we look for the possible ways to enter into home. Scanning module is done. Okay, he got all the possibilities. Chalo. Now third phase comes into picture. What happens? Gaining access. So to gain access to enter into that home, what he's going to do? He will break the locks. Otherwise, he will use some duplicate keys. He will do some techniques. Otherwise, he will enter through windows, right? So all these are the possible ways to attack, gaining access. Okay, once he is successed, he will enter into that website, right? Sorry, he will enter into that home, right? That is a gaining access. Once he enters into that home, what he is going to do? He won't switch on the lights. He won't switch on the music and he won't dance, right? He will be in stealth mode, means hidden mode. No one knows that he entered into home, right? He will be in hidden mode and he will steal all the gold, money, valuable things. He will steal everything, right? That is maintaining access, and stealing malicious things is going to be happen over there. Once he collects all that, what he's going to do? He will leave that home, right? His job is done. Chalo, done. So he collected all the money, gold, and everything, and he's very happy, and he has to leave the home. So before leaving the home, what he's going to do? He will clear all the fingerprints, footprints. He will wear monkey caps because there should be no proof that he has done. That is covering of tracks. So this is going to be related to our real life. It is not this one. Whatever whatever the technology you learn. Okay, I'm not talking about hacking. Whatever the technology you learn, if you compare the same thing with your general life, it will be very, very easy for you to understand the concept as well as to explain it to others also. Right? So this is in a phases of a life cycle. So do you have any doubts in this? Is it clear? Any doubts? Do you want me to explain it again or something? Any doubts?
No doubts.
No.
That's great. That's great to hear. Okay, so now we're done with this phases of a life cycle. Now now I have covered almost all the introduction topics of ethical hacking and other cyber security things. Okay, so now you got a clarity. The first class, whatever the first class which we done, that is covered in this demo part only. Okay, now what you are going to learn in this ethical hacking. So all these topics which we are going to cover, I will explain you about individual topics, what we are going to cover. So introduction of ethical hacking, just now we covered everything. Okay, so that is a thing. So next one is we'll start with the networking basics. It's very, very important. If you are already technical people, then well and good. So just glance is more than enough. If you are a non-technical people, it will be a useful for you. Okay, so we'll start with what is IP address, how many types of IP addresses are there, port numbers, protocols, OSI layers. Okay, so all these things which we are going to learn, because it's very, very important as a networking basics. Okay, we'll be talking about that here, and introduction of Linux. Okay, Windows and Linux and all these things, we'll be talking about that networking basics. Next one is footprinting. Just now I told you, right? From here onwards, okay, first two topics will be something like theoretical topics. Then after theoretical, then we'll go into practical sessions. Okay, from here onwards, everything is practical. The way of my teaching will be, I'm going to concentrate mostly on practicals, 80% practical, 20% theory. Okay, see, theory is not a big deal to get, right? You can get from internet also theory, but practical is very important. So I'm going to show you all the live demos, live attacks, and how to protect those type of attacks also. See, why I'm teaching attacks? Sir, you are teaching attacks how to hack. Is that illegal? No. See, why? Because see, if you want to protect yourself, your company's data, your information, your systems, your mobile phones. So if you want to protect yourself, first what you need to know, you have to know the attack, how attacker will attack into those things. Then only you can protect it, right? Otherwise you cannot protect it. So that's why we are teaching you hacking here. Okay, teaching you hacking, not to hack into other accounts or not to hack into other systems or websites. Okay, it's an illegal activity. Okay, you should never go into that field. Okay, don't misuse this particular courses. Okay, because I'm going to teach you everything on practicals. Okay, so here footprinting is nothing but information gathering. Just now I told you about information gathering. So we are going to gather information about a particular particular target. That is the first step of hacking. Okay, second one is a scanning module. We call this as a pre-attack phase. In this we are going to identify some more information which is related to target, like what is operating system, what are open ports, closed ports, vulnerabilities, and all other things. Okay, this is a scanning phase which we are going to work out. So by using some tools as well as some manually also, we are going to work out. And then next one is a enumeration phase, enumeration topic. So these all are the topics. Okay, so this is an attacking phase. So every topic will be having this attack phase, enumeration phase. So it's an attacking stage where hacker will do attack on a system, or a hacker will do attack on a websites, mobile phones, and all other things. I'm going to show you live attacks here. Okay, live attacks on that particular things. And the next one here, we'll talk about vulnerability analysis. Vulnerability analysis, which is when you go to your job profile, you are going to look into this vulnerability analysis, like finding the vulnerabilities and reporting that weaknesses. That comes under vulnerability analysis. Okay, we'll be talking about that. Then sniffers, like man in middle attacks. By using some sniffing tools, we are going to do attacks. So that is man in middle attacks by using some Wireshark tools. So whatever the tools which I'm going to show you here in this course, everything will be useful in your real time also. The same tools we are going to use it. So man in middle attacks, where hacker can hack into your network and they can see what you are typing, what traffic is going on. If you enter any username and passwords, they can easily see that information. There is a possibility. So we can see that. Next one, system hacking. So we'll be talking about system hacking, like how hackers will hack that systems, individual systems, what type of trojans they are going to install. Okay, all these things which we are going to show you, and we'll show you for everything. We are going to show you mitigations also, countermeasures, mitigations, like how can you protect those type of attacks. If you know attack, you can easily protect. If you don't know attack, how can you protect? It's impossible, right? That's why we are showing you attack as well as counter attack. Okay, that we call it as a system attacks. Okay, we'll be showing that in a system hackings. Next one is the malware threats, like how hackers will generate a malware, viruses, trojans, spywares, and how they will get a full control over your particular system. Like if they send you a simple image file, if you click on that, that's more than enough. Hacker will get access to your machine. Only image file. If I send you an image file, if you double click on that, your system will get hacked, and it will be connected to my system. I can control your machine. There is a possibility. I'm going to show you that in malware attacks. Okay. And apart from that, we'll be talking about phishing and social engineering attacks, like how hackers will hack into your Instagram accounts, Facebook accounts, Netflix, OTT platforms, and all other things. Okay, I'm going to show you that here. Okay, and how to protect from those type of attacks. Okay. And the next one, denial of service attack, DOS attacks. We call it as a DOS attack, denial of service attacks. So what does it mean? So DOS attacks is nothing but sending a huge flood, unwanted flood to a particular website or a particular server and making them to down. That we call it as a DOS attack. It's very, very dangerous attack. We should never perform in our real time. Okay, so I'm going to explain you where you can do this. Okay, so we are going to create a lab and you have to practice everything on your lab setup only. Okay, don't go beyond the labs in starting stages. Okay, next one, session hijacking. This is very, very important, where hacker can log in into your account without any username and password by stealing your cookies. Okay, so I will show you on real time, that is on OTT platforms like Amazon Prime, Hotstar, or Netflix, all these things. I'm going to show you a real time attack with this particular vulnerability, session hijacking. Okay, if you have an account, even it can bypass OTP, second step authentication. It can bypass second step authentication also. OTP bypass is also going to be happen here with session hijacking. Okay, and the next one, hacking of websites and web servers. What does it mean? So we are going to do penetration testing, website penetration testing over here. So we'll be talking about bypass authentication without knowing username and password of an administrator of a website. We can log in. There is a possibility. So we can go with that. Okay, and database hacking. I'm going to show you that, SQL injections and all other things. So I'm going to talk about all those things. Okay. The next one, we'll talk about wireless hacking, Wi-Fi hacking, how hackers will hack into others' Wi-Fi. Okay, so that is very, very important. So you can protect your Wi-Fi also. Okay, if you know this attack, you can protect your Wi-Fi also, right? So we are going to show you how hacking works in Wi-Fi. Then we'll talk about Kali Linux, because I'm not going to show you only on Windows. I'm going to show you in both operating system. One is Windows as well as Linux. Okay, Linux, a manual as well as automation, both the things, manual as well as automation. So, but mostly concentrate on manual things, not on automation thing, because if you want to go with a career in the cybersecurity, you have to look into this particular uh, manual thing, because they, when you go to interviews, they may ask you about manual testing only, how you are going to do this attack, what mitigations you will be taking. Okay, if this happens, what you are going to do. Okay, in this particular scenario, what you are going to do. So they will ask you about all the manual things. So concentrate on manual. I'm also going to concentrate mostly on manual attacks only. Okay, it will be very easy for you to understand the concept. Okay, that is the thing. It is very easy to understand the concept of manual. Automation, you can, anyone can do that automation. That's not a big deal, because if you click only one button, that's more than enough. Okay, so if you enter a website and if you click on scan, it will give you all the information. So even a small, normal, small kit can also do that, right? Only 1, 2, 3 buttons is more than enough to do that particular scanning. But remember, manual testing is important instead of automation testing. Automation testing is only for time saving. Okay, but manual testing, even if you do automation also, manual testing is very required, because client will ask you about proof of concept, POCs. Hey, I need POC, man. So you are giving this particular automation, you are giving a report from tool, but I required a proof. I required a proof that I'm not going to believe on tools, because tools give you some false information sometimes. So I'm not going to believe that. So I need a proof of that. So do testing, take a screenshot, whether it can be hackable or not, and give it to me. That is manual testing. Okay, you need to do that. Next one is here, honeypots, ideas, firewalls. We'll be talking about firewalls here, like how it is going to protect our firewall network and other things. Like a firewall is very important. Gateway, we call this as a gateway. It will stop unauthorized access. So we'll be talking about that firewalls. This is a theoretical topic which we are going to cover here. Next one is the IoT hacking, because this is very, very important. These are the one of the thing is IoT and cloud computing. These are the two topics which was introduced newly into this course, IoT hacking, because the world is moving to rapidly to automation. Everything is automated right now. See, smart watches, smart TVs, right? Smart bulbs, Alexa, everything is automated, right? If you give the instruction, it will do that particular thing. Your job will be done by tools, right? That is automation, IoT, Internet of Things. So what does it mean? A device is capable of connecting to internet. Means if it is connecting to internet, yes, there is a threat. A hackers can do that. See, self-driven cars. Right now it is not in India, I know that. So, but in other countries, self-driven cars are available. Tesla cars are available. Some other cars are available, which is self-driven cars. If you make a destination, it will go and reach to the destination, right? So how it is working? This is working through internet. It is capable of connecting to internet. If it is connecting to internet, if a hacker got that access, car access, okay, he hacked into that particular module and he hacked that particular things, what he can do? He can do malicious things. If he's a malicious hacker, he can make accidents, he can make a diversion of route, he can do whatever he want. There's a possibility. So there should be some security for that, right? So this is nothing but IoT hacking. Even CCTV cameras, I think most of the people in homes, they are installing CCTV cameras and they can see that CCTV camera from anywhere in the world in your mobile phones, right? That is also IoT because it is connected to internet. It is connected to internet where CCTV cameras can also be hacked. So I'm going to show you a live attack on CCTV cameras, how hackers will get access to the CCTV cameras. Okay, I'm going to show you that in IoT hacking. Okay, don't worry about that. Everything is in live. Next is a cloud computing. Cloud computing is also one of the most important thing right nowadays. Many companies are moving to the cloud, instead of infrastructure in their own premises, they are moving it to the cloud. Okay, so even cloud computing is also having a threats. Remember, cloud computing is also having a threat. So we are going to discuss about what is a cloud, what it is going to give you, and how many types of clouds are available, what services they are giving. Just we are going to give you a brief introduction about cloud. Then we'll talk about threats. Okay, threats. And there is no practical session as of now for cloud, but I'm doing some research on this cloud. If it works successfully, I'm going to show you that particular cloud attack also. No worries. Okay, so if it is successful, if it is not successful also, no worries, because after the class also, if I found that some vulnerabilities available in cloud, I will share with you after the class also. No worries. Okay, don't think that okay, once the class is done, sir cannot be reachable. No, I will be reachable. You can ping me on my email ID. I will help you as much as I can, because see here, you are to learn, right? You are paying, you are paying means you should learn something from here, right? So that is my job. Okay, don't hesitate to ask the doubts. First thing is, don't hesitate to ask the doubts. Even if it is a silly doubt, no worries, you can ask me, I will tell you. Okay, don't think that okay, if I ask you this question, what sir thinks. No, nothing I won't think, because I am also from same situation, right? When I'm start learning, I don't know anything. Well, from last around 10 years or 12 years back, I was same situation I faced. So at that time, I don't have any guidance, but here I am to guide you. No worries, you can ask me. Okay, if I know answer, I will tell you. And I cannot tell you that okay, I know everything, because still I'm learning. It's just like, it's something like a ocean actually. Okay, cyber security. So if you ask me a question and if I don't know the answer, no worries, I will go research on behalf of you and I will get answer for you. That is my job. Asking questions is your job, getting answers is my job. Okay, as a trainer, right? That is the thing. So cloud computing, which we are going to cover. And the next one, cryptographers. It's very, very important. How to protect our data from hackers. We are going to show you over here some by using some algorithms and stenography techniques, like how to hide the data in image files, video files, and other things, so that others cannot view your data. For confidentiality, maintaining a confidentiality, we are using this confidentiality and integrity purposes. We are going to use cryptography and stenographers. Okay. Next one, penetration testing. We'll be talking about penetration testing. I'm going to give you a glance of that, because we are going to mostly cover this penetration testing on bug bounty. That's why I'm going to give you a glance of this particular penetration testing, what we are going to do in this. Okay. And apart from that, I missed one thing in these slides that is very, very important. Okay, it's a very interesting topic. We call it as a mobile hacking, right? Mobile hacking is very interesting. Oh, how hackers will hack into mobile phones, right? You need to learn about that. So yes, no worries, I'm going to teach you, but not to hack others. I'm not responsible. If something goes wrong, I'm not responsible. Please be careful. Please be careful. Okay, it's only for educational purpose which I'm going to teach you. Apart from that, I'm not if you do any misusing of this, I'm not responsible. And even Nexson IT solutions is also not responsible. Just disclaimer, I'm giving a disclaimer for that. Okay, so that I know that you are a good guys, don't do that. Okay, you won't do that, no worries, but it's a responsibility for me to disclaimer that. Okay, that's the thing. So we'll be talking about that. And the next one, sir, okay, once we're done with this course, sir, what jobs can I apply? Yes, all these are the job profiles you can apply as an ethical hacker. You can go and you can apply this. Okay, remember. Okay, so these are the job profiles. You can go and search in Google and you can find the jobs. Sir, how much experience can I gain from this course? Right? This is the first question. You are going to get it, right? How much experience can I gain? See, this is purely depending upon your interest, passion, learn, and practice. Practice. But I can give you assurance that if you do this practice, the minimum experience you can put is 1 to 1.5 years. Minimum experience, max it's 2. If you are very enough, okay, you are confident, then you can go with 2, 2.5 also. That's more than enough. Okay, that's the thing which we are going to tell you. And one more thing, remember here, I'm not going to give you fake promises here. So some people will tell you that, okay, once you're done with this course, okay, you can go and apply for the jobs and you will get a job for sure, right? But remember, it is not that much easy. First of all, you need to practice. Without practice, nothing works, right? Without practice, nothing works. So, okay, you go, you go for interviews. You might be failed for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 times, and 11th time you may crack it. 11th time you may crack it because you will gain experience. What type of questions they are asking, right? So based on that, you will crack the interview and you can survive in this particular field. That's very, very, very important. Remember that. Okay, so this is a thing because I'm not going to give you fake promises. Okay, it's my mindset. Okay, so that's what I'm giving open secret for that. Okay, so it's purely depending upon your confidence, your practice, your passion to learn, and it's a practical based course, not theoretical based course. That is a thing. Next, we'll talk about bug bounty course. What we are going to cover in this bug bounty course: penetration testing again, web penetration testing in depth, and then we'll talk about Burp Suite, some tools which I'm going to use it, commercial version tools I'm going to show you, because when you enter into your job profile, they will use the same tools like Burp Suite, Nexus tool, Accutex, okay, NetSparker, okay. So all these tools which we are going to use it. So I'm going to show you all those things, okay. And here we are going to use almost a OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities. Along with that, I'm going to show you another 10 plus vulnerabilities, or it comes to around 20 plus vulnerabilities. Okay, I'm going to show you that. So that will be useful for you when you go for your job profile. So you are going to do the testing on the same vulnerabilities and you have to write a report for them. And I'm going to show you where you can earn freelancer, as a freelancer, where you can earn. Okay, see, it is not only for career, it is a passive income also. Bug bounty is also passive income where you can do testing bugs, finding the bugs and getting a rewards, passive income. And if you want to start your own startup company, you should have a knowledge on this. So where you can give services to your clients regarding this penetration testing also, startup. Because many people, as what my students has done till now, they started earning freelancer passive income, as well as one of the guy has started their own company on these services. Okay, so startup is also possible with this. Okay, because many companies are not providing security for these things, so you can start your own company with this particular knowledge. Okay, you can hire the people, you can give the services as a penetration testers and security auditing. Okay, so all these things like website designing companies, you can tie up with the website designing companies and you can start your own company also, do it penetration testing. Okay, it's a passive income where you can go and you can earn it. Okay, so how to write a report, okay. So I'm going to show you some live reports, whatever I have done for testing. I'm going to show you that reports as well as, okay. And here you can see what are the open source bug bounty platforms. So you're told that we can earn money, right? Passive income. How to earn? By these platforms where you need to go and you have to register. There will be a list of websites which we are going to see, and we are going to find the bugs on that and we are going to report it. Once you report it, okay, you will be getting that the bounties. Okay, that we can go and you can earn money, passive income, that is possible. Okay, so this is a demo which I have given about cyber security expert course, cyber security, ethical hacking and bug bounty. Okay, so now I'm done with my demo. Now it's time for you to ask me a questions. No worries. Okay, just it's any questions or suggestions you want me to improve myself, or any questions, just let me know. Any questions?
Yeah. This is Satya, sir.
Yeah, Satya.
Yes, sir, what is that SOC analyst? Sir? I didn't know security operations head about. It is
SOC,
nothing.
okay. SOC is nothing but they're going to use some tools. It's an incident management. We call it as an incident management. Your job role over there is only to monitor the network. If something comes into your network, like malicious things comes into your network, you will get an alert. By using some tools, we are going to monitor that particular network. It's a separate job profile in a cyber security SOC.
Okay. Sir,
We are going
and
to use some tools like a curator and some other things like IBM app scan, okay, SIEM tools, those things. Just I'm going to give you a glance of that so that you should have all the knowledge.
okay, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Hi, sir. This is Narendra.
Yeah, Narendra.
Sir, actually, first of all, I'm introducing myself. Actually, I am non-IT background.
Okay.
Actually, I did my BTech in electrical triple E.
Oh, okay.
Now I am working on relevant field only as a automation engineer. That means power system automation engineer. But I have minimum knowledge about these switches, routers, and all. I have knowledge. So can I continue this course? That means can I sustain in this field?
Yes, you can sustain in this course because see, you have already experienced relevant experience on automation tasks. That is nothing but electrical field. That is
Yes, sir.
IoT, right?
Yes, what you said. IoT, that
IoT,
smart
right?
meters.
Yes. So now
That means
what you can
IIoT,
do here?
industrial.
Now what you can do here is very simple. You can convert your experience into cybersecurity with this. Because
Okay.
see, if you have a knowledge in the cybersecurity and if you do practice and you know everything about IoT, how it works and how you are going to develop and everything, right? So now you can change your
No,
career
actually,
into
just I am
this.
using that IoT devices and all. I am using for application purpose. Like for example, if you can take smart meters, smart
Ah,
energy meters.
mm, mm, mm,
Actually, we know how to assemble that, how
mm.
to send data to cloud. That only we know. That
That's more than enough, guys. That more than enough. Okay, because you can convert your experience. No worries. That's it's a
okay.
big opportunity where you are having this. Okay, you can learn this course and you can move that into cyber security also. How many years of experience you are having?
I have 8 years.
Oh, that's great enough. So
But in
out of
actually
8 years,
relevant
you
to
can.
no, actually IoT side I have only 1+ years only. Before
Uh-huh.
that, power system, power plants, no, power plant
Yeah, yes,
substation.
yes, 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 yes.
Uh, that means automation of power plant substation. That means industrial automation.
Okay, okay. Then okay, no worries. You can convert that. I will help you on that, how to prepare a resume for that and other things. No worries.
Okay, fine, thank you.
Yeah, okay. So if you want more details regarding the course details and other things, okay, you can
Yes.
contact to this number. Anything technical doubts, if you want to speak with me directly, okay, with me after the class, you can call to this number and you can ask them to connect to me. So I will be connecting with you. No worries.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Any
Okay, sir.
technical doubts, anything which you have doubts which is related to technical career, something, okay, you can reach out to me at any point of time. No worries. Okay. Yeah. Satya, tell me.
Yes, sir. It will become some silly, but I want to ask you, sir.
No worries. Don't think that doubts is an a silly. Okay. Every
Okay.
doubt is an a valuable. Remember. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah. Tell me.
yeah, as we discussed about that, hacker will be there is a negative assumption, and before like we go to the interview, that interview ask like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
providing the all data about our company to you as
Mm-hmm.
a security analyst. So how
Mm-hmm.
can we believe you? You are protecting your data in a proper way or not? So this
Good question.
is-
This is an interview question. They may ask you. This is not a silly doubt. It's a very, very important thing actually. So how they will believe you because they are giving their data to you to test. You may misuse that, right? You may misuse that. There is a possibility. So that's what in cybersecurity, no one will trust never anyone. Okay. So in this, how you are going to answer this now? See, so very simple thing, very simple thing. How can I trust? So trust is going to be established between you and me based on my work, based on my whatever I'm going to work. Okay. So, okay, I will be trustable for you. Okay. Once I join into your into your profile. Okay. So you can test on my knowledge. You can see here it is a certification is one of the part where you can go and you can if you think that if something done I have done something wrong, I can complain to cyber police. Otherwise, you can go with the EC council and you can cancel my certificate. There is a possibility, right? So certification is a global certification. Whatever you do, EC council certificate, that is a global certificate. If you got a negative wrong mark with EC council, then you won't get any job over there, because they will check your certificate with the certification number and they will get all the data about that. So there are so many ways. See, trust is purely depending upon the work, what we are going to give you, what things we are providing for that particular user. Okay, so it's purely depending upon the trust, based on your work, based on your behavior, based on your things. If some, and they will monitor you also. See, even they won't ask you a question, but they will monitor what you are doing with that data. Okay, they will monitor. So no companies will trust ethical hackers, first thing. Okay, so there might be chances, it can go out of your network, the data can be go out of your network. So it's purely depending upon the situations. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so even you should never trust me also, remember. Okay, you should never trust me also. Okay, so that's thing. So now I will show you a small demo. Have you ever heard about your email ID was in data breaches? Email ID is in data breaches. Do you know about data breaches?
No, sir.
No.
Data breaches. See, I think you heard about in news like, oh, this many millions of passwords was leaked into online. The celebrity photos was leaked. Celebrities' email ID photos was leaked, or some user credit card information was leaked. Have you heard about these things?
Yes, sir.
That is called data breaches. So in that data breaches, have you ever thought that your email ID is also available? No,
Yeah,
right? Okay, there might be your email ID also, right? So millions of passwords, millions of email IDs, there might be your email ID is also available. So let me show you that. So can you give me your email IDs in chat box? I will check and I will let you know whether it is available or not. Just now, just ping me on a chat your email IDs. I will be showing that whether this is available in data breaches or not, your email ID. Okay, I got Satya's email ID, copy, Shelo. Okay, so I will show you this, paste it, Control V. Okay, this is your email ID. Click on this. No, good news, your account is safe. Okay, and next one is Narendra, copy. Enter. Yeah, see, Narendra, your data breach was done in two websites. Hackers hacked two websites. In that two websites, they hacked all the email IDs. In that, your email ID is also available. It is in data breach. See, in which websites? Domino's and Nitropedia. See, Domino's was hacked in April 2021 and 13 TB data was compromised. Around 22.5 million unique email IDs was compromised. Along with that, what data they compromised? Email IDs, names, phone numbers, physical address, and purchases. In that 22.5 million email IDs, your email ID is also there. So immediately change your password.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So, and another one is Nitropedia. In September 2020, they hacked almost how many 70 million unique email IDs was hacked. Out of that, your email ID is also available. So immediately change your passwords for this. Okay, so most of the people has people has a bad habit that whatever your password you keep for Gmail, you will keep all the same password for many websites, right? So if your email ID and password is same for Domino's as well as Gmail, what happens? Hackers can easily hack into your Gmail also, right? They can log in into your Gmail also. So there is a possibility. So immediately change your passwords on your Gmail as well as these websites also. Okay.
Okay.
So this is a small demo which I have shown you. Okay, but apart from that, these types are like many attacks I'm going to show you in real time. No worries. Okay, so I'm going to show you many attacks, but don't misuse this, only for educational purpose, which we are going to talk about. Okay.
So could you share that link, sir, where you searched?
Okay, no worries. Yeah.
In chat box you can share.
Yeah. Copy and paste it for everyone. Let me paste it. Yeah, here it is. You can save it. You can check regularly. Okay, you can check your regularly, and you can get that information where your data was leaked. Okay.
Sir, okay.
Sure.
If something will be happening like that, what we'll do, sir, to overcome that?
To overcome nothing, because we cannot do anything, because there is a problem in Domino's website. They hacked their database and they steal our data. So our job here is check regularly, and if you see your email ID is in this data breaches, immediately change your password. Otherwise you can delete your account from Domino's. Okay,
Okay.
and
Okay.
change the password immediately. So yeah. Okay, guys, this is a small demo which I have shown you. Okay, this will be very, very useful for you also in your lifetime. You can check these things. Okay, it's a very small thing, but it will be very valuable. Okay, your email ID event means, see, even hackers got your email ID. They can mail you on behalf of Narendra. I can mail to Satya. There is a possibility. Without knowing a password of Narendra, I can mail to Satya also with his email ID. There is a possibility. We call this as a email forgings. I'm going to show you that on real time in courses. No worries. Okay. If I have your phone number, I can call to Satya on your number. With your number, I can call to Satya. There is a possibility. So all these things, identity theft, we call this as identity theft. Okay. So, okay, guys, then this is for today's session. I hope you enjoyed the demo. If you want to come to directly to Institute, you can come out directly to Institute. You can reach out to these numbers. Otherwise, if you want to offer an online, so yes, online is also available Monday to Friday, daily 1 hour class, 7:30 to 8:30. Okay, 7:30 to 8:30 morning sessions, and daily Monday to Friday. Saturday, Sunday, week offs. I'm going to give you tasks on the Saturday and Sundays. No worries. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, guys, thanks for your patience to bear with me for last 1 hour. Okay, thank you. Have a nice
Thank
day.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, happy weekend.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
sir.
Same to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.